Birthdays are meant to feel special. A day about you. A day of attention and celebration. But for some people, this day feels uncomfortable. They do not wait for it. They do not announce it. They do not plan anything. When the day comes, they move through it quietly. Not from sadness, not from anger, but from distance. They feel no need to mark the day, no desire to be seen, no wish to be the center. This choice is often misunderstood, seen as cold, seen as strange. But beneath it, there is a clear psychology, one shaped by memory, identity, and emotional boundaries. This is the inner world of people who do not celebrate their birthday. Birthdays bring attention. For some people, this attention feels heavy. Messages arrive, calls come in, people expect joy. But inside, there is tension. Being the focus does not feel safe. It feels exposing. It feels loud. These people do not dislike care. They dislike being watched. Attention asks for reaction, smiles, gratitude, energy. On birthdays, these responses are expected all day.
For someone who values privacy, this feels overwhelming. The day becomes a performance, not a gift. They feel pressure to feel happy, to feel special, to feel grateful. But emotions do not follow calendars, so the body tightens, the mind withdraws. They may avoid plans. They may stay quiet. They may let the day pass. This is not rejection. It is self-protection. Being unseen feels calmer than being celebrated. The uneasiness is not sadness. It is a wish for normality, for space. This is where the distance begins. How someone feels about birthdays often begins early, long before choice exists. Some grew up where birthdays were stressful. Adults argued. Money caused tension. Joy felt forced. The day carried pressure instead of warmth. Others experienced birthdays that came with expectations, to smile, to behave, to be thankful. Emotions were managed, not felt. There are also people whose birthdays were ignored, not from cruelty, but from busyness or absence. This teaches a quiet lesson, that the day does not hold meaning. So later, celebration feels unnecessary. Some learned that attention fades quickly. Candles are blown out, and life moves on. This creates distance from ritual. The body remembers more than the mind. It remembers stress or emptiness. So, as adults, these people do not attach meaning to the date. They do not feel loss. They feel neutrality. Not celebrating feels familiar. It feels honest. It feels calm. The choice is not sudden. It is remembered. Not everyone connects age with identity. For some people, time moves quietly. Birthdays mark years, but years do not define them. They do not feel older or younger on one day. They feel continuous. Attention on age can feel strange. It creates comparison. It invites judgment. Some people do not want to measure life in numbers. They value experience more than milestones. The self does not change at midnight.
Growth does not follow dates. For these people, birthdays feel symbolic, not real. They do not reject time. They simply do not celebrate it. Life feels ongoing, not divided. This psychology values presence over markers, meaning over milestones. So birthdays feel unnecessary. They do not add insight. They do not bring clarity. The person remains the same, before and after. Without ceremony, time feels softer, less demanding. This is not denial, it is acceptance. Life moves forward quietly. They move with it. Birthdays come with rules. You should feel happy. You should feel grateful. But emotions do not follow rules. For some people, this pressure feels heavy. They wake up knowing they must perform joy. Messages expect excitement. Voices expect warmth. Even silence feels judged. If they feel calm, it is seen as wrong. If they feel neutral, it is misunderstood. So the day becomes stressful. They monitor reactions. They adjust tone. They protect others from disappointment. This emotional work is tiring. The happiness feels forced, not natural. When joy is required, it loses truth. Some people choose to avoid this pressure completely, not because they reject kindness, but because they value honesty. They do not want to fake feelings, to meet expectations, so they step back. The choice not to celebrate becomes relief. No acting, no pretending, just an ordinary day, and that feels kinder than forced happiness. At some point, clarity appears, not suddenly, but gently. They understand something simple. Not celebrating is not wrong. It is not sadness. It is not fear. It is not failure. It is preference. They notice how calm they feel when the day passes quietly. No tension in the body, no pressure in the chest. The mind feels clear. They stop explaining. They stop apologizing. The birthday loses importance, not meaning. Their life still matters. Their presence still matters. They do not need one day to confirm that. This understanding brings relief, a quiet confidence. They trust their own rhythm. The calendar no longer decides how they should feel. The day becomes neutral, soft, ordinary, and that is enough. They are not avoiding life. They are choosing comfort. They are choosing honesty. Life continues without birthday rituals. Meaning does not disappear. These people find value in daily moments, in growth that happens slowly, in change that is not announced. They reflect when they feel ready, not when a date arrives. Self-worth is not tied to attention, it lives inside. They may celebrate privately, or not at all. Both feel acceptable. Without the marker, there is less comparison, less pressure to measure success. Time feels open, not demanding. They move forward quietly, not chasing milestones. Life feels continuous, not divided into years. This psychology values inner movement over public acknowledgement. Progress is felt, not shown. Without ceremony, growth feels personal and deeply real. The absence of celebration does not mean absence of meaning. It means meaning is carried every day. Time does not need applause. It moves on its own. For people who do not celebrate their birthday, life is not marked by candles or wishes. It is marked by experience, by learning, by quiet change. They do not reject aging, they accept it. They do not need reminders, they feel time through living. The birthday passes, nothing is lost, the self remains. There is calm in this approach, no pressure to reflect, no demand to feel special. Worth does not rise once a year, it exists every day. This psychology is not empty, it is grounded. It values presence over performance. Time continues, so do they, quietly, honestly.